channel. If you're new here, please ensure to click the subscribe button down below. And if you're a returning, sorry, if you're a, oh no, if you're a returning, so oh my god, what am I saying? Let's do this again. Hi guys, it's Gayok and you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please ensure to click the subscribe button down below and the bell next to the subscribe button so that you always get notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. So guys, welcome to episode, I think this is episode 6. I can't even remember, it's been a while. It should be episode 5 or 6. Don't worry, it will be written above when I remember. But you're welcome to another episode on the series titled Sickness, Death, and the Aftermath. Today I'm going to be talking about desperation. Desperation when taking care of a sick person or when you have a loved one that is sick. Okay, how do I start? Where do I start from? Okay, so I recently watched this series, She Must Be Obeyed. If you've watched the series, please just hold that in the comment section. The series that Funke Akindele acted, that she was a singer. Yes, if you've watched it, you understand what I'm talking about. And let me just summarize what I'm about to say from the movie. So apparently, Funke was like a top singer. Unknowingly for us, it was not her singing. She paid someone was behind her voice basically. Now let's go back to why the person was behind her voice. So this other lady who is poor, I won't say abject poverty, but she is poor, broke, has not established yet. Her father is critically ill and she needs money. Anytime someone is like critically ill, you know that you need money to actually save a life, and she was in that situation, and because they were broke, they couldn't afford it. So I think Funke witnessed her singing in a bar one time, and she likes her voice, and she now told her that she should sign a contract that she will be singing for her for 20 years and she will help her, that she's going to give her 20 million to assist her father. And at that point, because of desperation and the father's life was on the line, she wanted to save her father's life. She agreed to it, and so she signed that contract. So for 20 years, she was not permitted to sing anywhere. Like, she could not sing. They gave her the 20 million, and the painful part, the father still died. Yes. So now that's what I just want to talk about. She was desperate, and that was why she made that decision. Now, Gayok, me, of 2 years ago would have, when I watched that movie, if I had watched it 2 years ago, I would have probably insulted the girl and said maybe the girl was not, like, is she okay? Why would she sign that kind of stupid agreement? Like, are you high? 20 years of your life, you cannot use your God-given talents. But I've been in that situation now. I was in that situation, so I can relate. I totally understand where she's coming from and why she did what she did. Last year, when my mom was ill, that was early last year, when she was ill, she was critically ill at that point. Yeah, that was early last year. She was already critically ill, and at that point she could not even talk. And because of seeing her in that situation, we were desperate. Where am I even headed for with this? I'm trying to I have so many things to say, but I'm trying to make them flow. Do you get? Okay, so let me just go to this. There was one night, like, my mom didn't sleep throughout the night, like, and she couldn't talk, so we couldn't even say understand or know what exactly was going on. She just kept on that kind of thing. And at that point, seeing her in that situation, like, it was heartbreaking. And I remember during her wake, when I spoke, one thing I said was like, don't get me wrong, death is painful, but I think one of the most painful things is actually seeing someone you love in a situation that you cannot help that person. And that was the situation that we were in. We couldn't help her, like, even with all the pains and everything. And so at that point, we were desperate, looking for help and all of that. Now, let me move to another angle to this. When you're maybe, let's say, the victim, I don't use the word victim, maybe when you're the person in the situation whereby you have a loved one in the hospital, your other loved ones will want to help, which is very okay. And most times they come from a very innocent, you know um space. Like they really want to help you. But one thing I want you to understand is that you need to be very careful with the help you receive, because one thing desperation can do is that it will just make you, like, you be irrational in your decisions. You will not even think about it. Now, we had a lot of friends and family at that point in time that would connect us up with their pastors. Okay, my pastor wants to pray for you, come to my church, do this, do that, and all these things already was an act of love. But you also need to be careful, because not everyone that says Lord, Lord is actually genuine. So you need to be careful of the spiritual help that you actually receive. So I know we went for some prayer sessions. I know times when even my boss said links him to a pastor who prayed over the phone and all of that. All this was part of help, which we appreciated a lot. But what I'm trying to say is that you need to be very, very careful. Now, when my mom's situation had really deteriorated, right, and obviously nobody wanted to see her in that condition, I think before she passed, the last help that somebody rendered was that it was one man that, I don't know, the man was saying we should bring, is it goats? Hey, it is goats, right? I don't think they say country, I think it's goats. When we hear goats, which goat? Bring the goat, let me eat. He said we are not doing it, we wash our hands, we know do. Goat for what? I don't understand. Are we in the Old Testament that we have to perform sacrifice to cleanse ourselves, or what? We say what we don't want, we're not interested, because I'm very sure that if they had done that and my mom survived, she would resent us for the rest of her life for doing that, going into diabolical means. And there are some people that would actually fall for this. And it's easy to throw stones, like fingers, and pointing fingers and say, oh, you did this. But until you're in that person's shoe, before you totally understand, okay, why they might have ventured into that. Desperation is a very terrible thing, especially in this scenario where you have a loved one that is sick. It's a lot. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, now I'm trying to think of how to link it up again. I'm coming. The funny thing now is that now I don't even know what to say. I was talking about this thing with somebody, and the way the word just kept on flowing, and now it's like I'm trying to gather my thoughts and know what I'm about to say. But don't worry, I'm going to say something. Let me just think small. Okay, so what I have to say is that if you or anybody in a desperate situation, it might not even be like my own situation of having a sick family member in the hospital. It could be something else. I feel, because at that point you're vulnerable to just accept any help you get. Like I said, you'll be irrational. You will not even sit down to reason and think, to count the cost and everything. You might just say, okay, yes, do this for me, yes, give me, and all of that. I feel like if, okay, for instance, I'm the desperate one, I feel like, or basically in general, you need a higher spirit to be able to conquer desperation, which is God. You need God to be able to like say no to like some tempting offer, because trust me, it's tempting. Imagine you having a loved one that is about to die and someone tells you, oh, if you, I don't know, sell your property. No, sell property is impossible. You can sell your property, but like let me say, the person will say, okay, if you I'm thinking of something really, really critical. It's very tempting, because you're going to save my loved one, so, and I want my loved one to be safe, so obviously I'm going to do it. But you just need to be very careful. Pray about it. You need God. See, you need God to be able to overcome desperation. You need God. Like, that's just all I have to tell you, that you need God to overcome desperation, because it's very, 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 very tempting. And I'm serious about that. I had a lot of things to say, but now I don't even know what to say. But I hope this video makes sense if you're watching this. Like, I hope maybe at least you understand where I'm coming from and where I'm going to. Because the fact that God, I feel very, very ashamed of myself right now. I should have just penned down my thoughts. But I think that's all I have to say because I'm trying to even think. I can't really. But bottom line, basically, like I said, you need God to overcome desperation. Desperation is a very, very bad thing. It's a bad place to be in because you won't even be thinking. Your decisions will be based on your emotions and not even like through your brain. You'll be thinking maybe through your heart, basically. So you need God. In everything, last, you need God. And try not to judge people for sometimes for their actions because it's easier said than done. And only the person who wears the shoe knows where it hurts the most. So it's easy for us to just see people doing things the way they do, and it's easy to say, "Oh my God, this person, are you okay? Why is this person doing this? Is this person like, are you cuckoo?" It's easy to just throw, pointing fingers, but let's try to be empathetic, basically, and put yourself in that person's shoe. If I am in this person's shoe, will I be able to do this? Will I be able to say no? And all of that. It's that's just all I have to say. I hope and I pray that I made sense because I feel like I did not do justice to this video the way I wanted to. But if you have any contrary opinion, any contribution to this, please lay down in the comment section down below. Yes. Thank you. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, please. You guys, thank you so much. I've been reading comments and I like that. It's kind of, encourages me to do more and know, okay, I'm not supposed to do this, I'm supposed to do this and all of that. So thank you. And see you in the next episode. I hope it won't be long. But yes, stay tuned for more videos other than sit down videos. Yes, there's a video coming up after this. I will be able to upload this video this night, so it's come up tomorrow. So I can upload the other one next week. Until then, bye.